Is Alex Yoong, who's on circuit at the moment, just coming into turn 11 on, just going wide over the curb there. That wasn't quite what he planned, I don't think.
Well, it just shows you that the track is still quite green. Very easy to run too quickly into a corner. Alex Yoong's only done, let's look down and see, he's only done 2 laps. This is his 3rd lap. He's just on his out lap from the pits. So, you know, he's really just finding his way around this racetrack in a Grand Prix car. He's driven around it in ordinary cars, but he's never been in a Grand Prix car, so he's got to just get his speed distance judgment and find where the track is giving up grip and where there is grip. Again, look in the exit, where it's dirty, the back end just suddenly kicks out. It'll take maybe the best part of half this session before we see a green line disappearing and a black line appearing, and that's the indication that the track is now beginning to accept the rubber from the tyres of these cars.
Yes, that's a good point, John. In fact, over recent years, we've seen quite a big difference in time gained between the first practice sessions on the Friday and then the Saturday free practice sessions. As the rubber begins to go down, we've seen a couple of seconds improvement. So, again, I'm sure we'll see that over the course of the weekend. The existing lap record actually belongs to Mika Häkkinen from a couple of years ago, but the qualifying record is from last year, and that was set by Michael Schumacher, a 1 minute 35.220. Don't expect to see times anything like that, though, here today. Free practice Friday, dirty track. I can't imagine they'll be getting anywhere near 1:35. Perhaps below 1 minute 40 into the 1 minute 39s. Not much faster than that.
It'll depend a little bit on the reaction that the cars and the tyres and the circuit have. I mean, certainly the teams at the top I would expect to be well inside the 1 minute 40, maybe closer to 1:35 than you anticipate. But it will very much depend on the programme that the teams are going through, and certainly in this 1 hour session a lot of the work will be done towards the Grand Prix and trying to find out as much as possible about the differences in the 2 tyre compounds, whether to go with the prime tyre, that's the tyre that Bridgestone and Michelin will consider to be the ideal race tyre, but they will try the optional tyre just in case there may be something there that maybe, well, might work to our advantage. And that was why the Ferrari engineer was down watching intently at what McLaren were doing.
Riding on board with Alex Yoong, let's just watch him accelerate out of that final turn, turn 15, up across the line. And a lap completed for the young Malaysian, 1 minute 47.869. Not a particularly fast time at this stage. You can just see him flicking the down change on the left-hand side of the steering wheel and continuing on for another lap as Michael Schumacher looks as though he's set to come out fairly soon now.
Yeah, I would think Michael will just let the track settle for about 15 minutes. We're almost 15 minutes into the session. Well, no, in fact, he's not. He's just taken his balaclava off and... well, he's got a race helmet, he's got a backup helmet, and the team diving into that car. Now, whether there's a problem in the Ferrari or not, suddenly they're all working around. There's lots and lots of electronic controls right under the driver's leg.
Just taking a little look at Alex Yoong, and a replay here of him going through those first couple of corners. It's a tricky bend, that left-hander.
Again, it's the second slowest corner on the circuit, and again, it's a very mechanical part of the circuit. Cars run a high downforce setup here, so they also may be fairly stiffly sprung.